So we are now streaming live on the AITQR page. Hello, everybody. This is a quick, snappy interview that we managed to squeeze in before the artist Gretchen Baer returned back to Bisbee, Arizona, where she runs the not-for-profit Studio Mariposa, supplying art supplies to all the kids on the border of Arizona and the town of Bisbee, Sonora Naco in Mexico. And today we're in Martha's Vineyard with Gretchen's 87-year-old artist mother, Jacqueline Baer. And Jacqueline and her husband, who recently passed away, have been either teaching or making art all their lives. How old was your dad, Gretchen? Gretchen, how old was your papa? How old was your dad?
He was 92 when he passed.
Okay, so her dad was 92. 92, so he'd be 93 now. And we've got her 87-year-old mum, who's the most brilliant artist, and we're going to go over and meet her. And I'm just going to make sure we're all on gallery view so we can see everybody. There you go. There we are. All right, let's move over and meet Jacqueline. And first of all, Gretchen, thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I wonder if I can flip my phone around to show you.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay.
Okay, we're going to do that. Let's see. Flip-a-boo. Having not have done this before. Guess I should ask you that up front. Should be an obvious.
Well, we can go with this. Yeah.
We're going to go this way.
We can go this way. We'll go with whatever you've got.
This is my mom, Jackie Baer. Hello.
Hello, Jackie.
Hello. And she's busy covering her skin that she's outside.
It's cold.
And it's cold.
So can we get a close up on what she's doing?
Yeah. Can you? Let's see. If I could flip this, is there an obvious way to flip this phone? Sorry for my.
I don't have an iPhone. I'm an Android, so.
Yes. Okay, cool. Let's see. Well, okay, I don't know. So, I'm just gonna show you what I can. There, can you see that?
Yes, we can. Yes.
We're gonna just take a little tour. This is this whole mannequin. Beautiful work.
So each one of these beads is being manually laid on the mannequin by Jacqueline.
That's right. How many?
A lot. I can't really think how many, but
20, 25?
Probably 25.
25 since last year.
25 mannequins.
I think you have. I think if we counted, you'd be right about there. So yeah, there and all kinds of people donate or give her, I should say, mannequins at times, or else she'll buy them here and there. But we're always on the search for mannequins and beads because my mom uses a lot, and she starts at about 7:30 in the morning and goes till about 7:30 at night every single day to do this work.
What got you inspired, Jackie? What switched you onto mannequin beading?
What made you start this project?
I'm trying to think. Well, I don't know. I had a couple mannequins hiding, and I think we brought them down, and Gretchen probably got me going, wasn't it?
I think that we were trying. It was when my dad was sick, and my mom just needed some art to do, and so she had some mannequins. I was suggesting that we paint them, but my mom had some beads from her beading days, and she's like, "Let's bead," and that just started it, and it never stopped. So, yeah, she went all the way through my dad's illness and all that time making art through it, which is great. And she hasn't stopped.
And
we have tons of.
If I recall correctly, Jackie, you also managed to get through COVID by doing a sketch every day in the nursing home.
Right? You, yes, Mom, you made art every day when you had COVID.
Yes, I did. At that point, I was painting.
Yeah.
the hospital.
Yeah.
And every day I would do a large painting, and it kind of kept them going.
Yep, 40 pieces in 40 days of being in a nursing home with COVID.
I'm just going to tell people a little bit about Jackie. She worked at the Martha's Vineyard Regional High School as a teacher.
Actually, that was my dad.
Oh, that was your dad?
My mom was a professional photographer on the island.
Wow.
That's what she was.
Wow. So your dad worked as a teacher
new.
and your mum was the photographer.
Yeah.
And where did they meet? Did they meet on Martha's Vineyard?
Where did you meet Dad? At art school?
Yes.
At yeah, they both went to Mass Art and the museum school together. I think they met at Mass Art, where I also went.
And Gretchen, you're primarily living in Arizona, in Bisbee, which is very near the Mexican border. But how would you say your parents' artistic influence has influenced your direction and what you do as an artist?
They taught me really young that art was a part of life, everyday life, and a way to express yourself. And none of us have any idea how to survive without it, that we need to express ourselves through, art in various ways every day. So that's what my mom and my dad taught me. And also my dad as a teacher taught, generations of kids on Martha's Vineyard. So, I'm happy to be able to share that with the kids of Naco, Sonora. Thanks to my folks for teaching me.
And Jackie, what comes to mind for you when you're working like this? Is it just a sense of peace or fulfillment or curiosity?
I think a little of both.
What do you think about while you're working?
I don't know what I think about it. I kind of get so absorbed in what I'm doing that I can't imagine. Well, in this case, we're outdoors and it's cold.
Yep.
And Gretchen has just put out the newest addition to the...
Right there. That's a new guy. As of tomorrow, she'll get going on that one. Thanks.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be particularly handsome. Do you have a studio for the winter where Jackie can work as it gets colder?
Yeah, she works at, she's varnishing outside today, but she works at the kitchen table inside.
At the kitchen table. So there's
I can walk you around the house if you want to see everything.
There's no room for food.
No, everything's on top. Pile seats everywhere. So if you do eat here, you have to watch out that you don't accidentally eat a beet.
We would love a quick tour of whatever you want to show us, if you've got time for it. I know this is a super quick interview. Pardon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom, want to say bye? I'm going to go inside.
Sure.
Okay. We'll see you. You can stay here, Mom.
I'll stay here.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're going to walk.
Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she'll keep going. There's no stopping Jackie Baer. So we're going inside. If I lose you, I'm sorry. But we'll try our best. Here's the first one. I think one of the first she made right here in the kitchen.
Wow. Wow.
That one. Now we're in the dining room on the table, and she's currently working on the stand, if you can see that, of her current mannequin. Here's another one. She just finished. She did two while I was here. This one. Can you see that?
These are
Have I lost you?
Yeah, they're magnificent. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, aren't they? I mean,
wow.
yeah. So this one is that.
Wow.
Here's like she's doing a bird bath on the table here. And then we'll walk into the other room and look at some more work if you have time. Here we go.
I'm here. I'm just switching on single screen so we can keep hold on the major viewpoint.
Kind of dark in here. I don't know where the lights are, but here's a few pieces. This is a whole room full of these guys. actually one of my favorites, but it's kind of dark. So I'm going to just kind of whip through there and we're going to move on. Let's go.
Well, can this end up, or could this end up as like a small museum collection somewhere eventually? Because it would be a shame to break them up.
Yeah. No, she actually was showing in a museum on Martha's Vineyard this summer. So that was cool. So here's one. She also just finished this one, which is really cool. If you can see that.
Wow. Just wow.
Yeah. I like this one. That's one of her first ones. And then there's this lady. She does, I love this little, I don't know if you can see that. That face.
Yeah, we can. We really can.
And then I'm trying to talk her up. Here's more. And it just goes on and on. There's a whole house full of these things.
I mean, she's also the most fantastic designer of costumes.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine wearing some of this stuff? I love this one. This is David.
This needs to have a stint at the Metropolitan. I mean, this needs to be seen by a lot of people.
It's amazing.
It really does.
There's a shark's tooth right there from the island.
Wow.
Yeah, and yeah, so it just, I mean, like, to look at some of these details, like, look at the back of this one, you know? So, at any rate, it goes on and on and on, and she never stops, never ever stops. You can't talk her into stopping, even for a minute.
Does she take 3 meal breaks a day, or just one?
She eats, but right at the table with her,
right.
You know, while working.
Right.
So
yeah. you say you're getting donations for the beads? How's that working?
People are she buys the beads, but right. Also if people have and I'll just throw that out there in general, if anybody has you know, like junk beads or, you know, stuff they don't really care about, beads, send them to us. I'll give you. My mother loves to get boxes of beads, and just any kind of crazy, you know, costume jewelry type stuff. She can chop up and make into art projects.
Why don't we, when this is finished, when you've got a minute, go into Facebook and the first comment underneath the interview, put a post office box address where somebody could send beads. I
will. Yeah.
Randomly, as people are watching this over time, you know, that they'll quickly get an address to be able to donate some beads to.
Sure. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's my mom in a.
Well, I personally want to see it at the Met. You know, she deserves her own wing. This is exceptional. This is exceptional and highly unusual work. Yeah,
it really is. Yeah. So thanks, Carrie, for.
Oh, it's our pleasure. And you're off back to Bisbee, Arizona tomorrow. Yeah. So we'll catch up there.
Great.
Sneak reminder. Friday night we're having Panda Mike, and we'd love you to jump on from Bisbee.
Okay, that would be great.
From your art studio again. So we'll be back in Gretchen's art studio for our Panda Mike this coming Friday night at 7:30. But in the meantime, do we run back outside and give Jackie a thanks, or do you think Let's do that. Woo. All right, we're gonna do a fast run through the house. Fast run. We'll just give it a minute.
You want to say goodbye?
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
What are you up to this afternoon?
Jackie.
What am I up to? Oh, I think it's just what I'm doing, which is finishing the painting of a critter.
Yeah. All right.
So Jackie, we want to see all of these mannequins at the Metropolitan Museum. They deserve their own wing. They are so magnificent. And I hope that this can be organized at some point to show your work, because you truly are an exceptional and exquisite artist. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Goodbye, Martha's Vineyard. Gretchen Baer and Jacqueline Baer, both artists, local artists. We send you gratitude and thank you for joining AITQR. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Love you. Bye.